What's up guys, it's your boy Dorian here. So today I'm continuing the series on my channel where I give you the top 5 facts about all the heroes that are going to be in Captain America Civil War. And I've already done 2 of them, the Black Panther and the Winter Soldier. And if you haven't, if you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and click right here. There should be a video playing because my editing skills are pretty good. And if you don't have the option to click on it because you are on mobile or something like that, then the link is going to be in the description. So you can go ahead and watch that video first and then come back to this video and you'll be all caught up. Or you can watch this video and then go to that video. It's whatever you want to do, man. I don't want to tell you what to do with your life. So go ahead and do that for me, and then yeah. But if you don't know by the title already, what I'm doing today is giving you the top 10 facts about Black Widow and Hawkeye. So let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Number 1, Black Widow is even more powerful than she seems. The most popular version of Black Widow is the film version, as it introduced her to many new fans who have never read the comics before. But even in the films, Natasha seems incredibly powerful, possessing incredible strength, impressive combat ability, and a high intellect. However, in the comics, her powers are even more remarkable, because her backstory has her being injected with the variation of the super soldier serum, making her stronger and much more durable than the average person. She is also immune to most poisons and diseases, and her aging has been dramatically slowed down, which is how she manages to appear in so many different eras without having her visibly age. In the movie, she's only scratched the surface of what her comic book counterpart can do, so hopefully in a future movie we see her fully explore her skills and whatnot. I know this sounds crazy, Marvel, but maybe even a standalone movie. I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I know it sounds crazy, Marvel, I know you guys are scared of it, but maybe. But honestly though, I'm getting sidetracked. But I actually think a Black Widow prequel series with Hawkeye starring in it on Netflix would be the best thing to really explore their past and how they became the Avengers, because they tease it all the time in the movies, in Age of Ultron, in the first Avengers, like about Budapest and their dark past or whatever, but we actually really haven't seen much of that. Sure, we've seen like little glimpses and flashbacks with when Scarlet Witch controlled Black Widow, got into her head, not controlled, but got into her head, but we haven't really seen like their full story, their full history. So I think a Netflix series, a prequel Netflix series, 13 to 20 episodes exploring their history would be really good. And I appreciate Hawkeye already. I think he's badass, but I think people would really appreciate Hawkeye more if they showed his backstory and his past, because I think he's underappreciated. Speaking of Hawkeye, let's go on to number 2 though. That smooth ass transition sentence. Number 2, Hawkeye was the first reformed bad guy who joined the Avengers. Hawkeye was originally not a hero at all, but a seriously misled young man tricked into villainy by no other than Black Widow's sexy ass. This took place back when she was a Soviet spy, but soon enough he found his feet as a crime fighter and was invited to join the reshuffling of the Avengers lineup back in Avengers number 16. It just goes to show you that it's never too late to join the good side. Like, sure, you might have killed a few people, sure, you might have robbed some places, but as long as you're a good person at heart, you can always come back to the light and you can be a good person. I'm looking at you, fucking Kylo Ren. Number 3, she wasn't the first Black Widow. That title belonged to the very first costumed and superpowered heroine, Clairvoyant, way back in the 1940s. Yes, I know, yes, her name was Clairvoyant. Clairvoyant. We got Claire right here, we got a Voyant right here, and they're separate. They aren't together like Clairvoyant, but we got a Claire, we got some Claire. Look, you got Claire right here. Pretend this is Claire. We love Claire, we protect Claire. And then we got, then we got Voyant right here. We got a nice little Voyant, like she's voyantly voyant, like Voyant. So they're 2 different people, not people, but names. So it's not Clairvoyant, it's Clairvoyant. That'd be a tight ass stripper name. But before I get sidetracked thinking about strippers, Clairvoyant was actually a powerful psychic and able to fly and teleport. The anti-heroine was an agent of the devil who murdered villains and evildoers in order to carry their souls to her master. That's pretty dark though. That's dark as hell, Marvel. I don't know who or why y'all came up with that, but I think I'd want to like get baptized after reading something like that, but yeah. Number 4, he hasn't always been Hawkeye. Over the years, Hawkeye has taken on a number of other identities, including briefly taking over Hank Pym's role as a size-changing Avenger, going by the name Goliath. He was able to accomplish this by using Hank Pym's very own particles. He was also put under a spell and became the badass swordsman known as Ronin, not to be confused with the blue dude and his hammer from Guardians of the Galaxy. But I mean, that would be an interesting twist. And for a very brief period after Civil War, he was even Captain America, though since he'd been manipulated into it by Tony Stark, it didn't take too long for him to realize that it was a bad call. Number 5. Black Widow has been a part of various super teams throughout the years. Besides leading the Avengers and even S.H.I.E.L.D., Romanoff has been a part of multiple heroic teams, such as Heroes for Hire, the Secret Avengers, the Lady Liberators, and the Champions of Los Angeles. She's been a part of a lot of teams. That just goes to show you, like, she's always trying to help and she's always trying to fight and beat ass. Like, you gotta respect Black Widow, because she might not have powers like Hulk or Thor or anybody like that, but she's not afraid, and she's not afraid of fighting anybody. She ain't no bitch. She ain't bitch made. Number 6. Hawkeye has died a bunch of times, and of course also been resurrected. One of the biggest downsides to Hawkeye's complete lack of actual powers is that he's died quite a few times. On one occasion, even being completely wiped from existence by a semi-real child of the Scarlet Witch back when she accidentally changed reality. However, after every death, he's managed to come back to life eventually, and has actually seemed to have matured a fair bit along the way. So that goes to show you guys, like, all you gotta do if you want to mature in life a little bit faster is just die a few times, get resurrected a few times, and then you'll be the mature person that your parents expect you to be. Number 7. Black Widow first appeared as a villain. Despite being most famous as a hero in the Marvel Universe, her first appearances were villainous. Due to her Soviet training, Black Widow was originally a threat to S.H.I.E.L.D., including the people that she ended up working with as an Avenger. One of her early missions was an assassination attempt on Iron Man, and she quickly followed it up with a clash with Spider-Man. It was during this time that she met and fell in love with Hawkeye. The two decided to switch over to the good side together, with Natasha defecting to the United States and Hawkeye forming an alliance with the Avengers. Though they subsequently split, the relationship was so pivotal for both of them that it's somewhat surprising that they haven't brought this up or brought their relationship up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they did decide to go ahead and give Hawkeye a family with kids and also try to force a Black Widow and Hulk relationship. I'm looking at you, Joss Whedon. Number 8. Hawkeye has a kick-ass sidekick. It took almost 50 years, but Hawkeye finally got his crap together enough to actually find himself a sidekick, and all it took was him dying and a tough-as-nails young Avenger named Kate Bishop, who took over the mantle. When he inevitably returned to life, she became his half-protege, half-verbal sparring partner in Matt Fraction's recent Hawkeye solo series, and it was probably one of the best things to happen to Hawkeye, so hopefully we'll see Kate Bishop one day in the MCU. Number 9. Black Widow and Captain America's connection goes way back, like throwback Thursday times 30 motherfucking years. In the Marvel movies, Black Widow and Captain America are the two most frequently paired up allies, appearing in both Avengers films and the Captain America films. In the comics, their connection is even stronger because they were both created by their governments to be useful in a war. Also, one of Natasha's trainers, with whom she had a romantic relationship with, was James Buchanan Bucky Barnes, Captain America's former best friend, and somebody who I just did a video with just 2 days ago, so go check that out. I always gotta throw in a quick plug in the videos, yo. By the time he had met Natasha, he had morphed into the Winter Soldier persona and was training her to defeat the people that he had once called allies. Number 10. Hawkeye has a universal hero code. You can say it's like his bro code, but for the hero world. It might not be the inflexible decency of Captain America or the desperation to change the world for the better like Iron Man, but in many ways, Clint's approach to heroism is much simpler and more human. He may screw up pretty frequently, but all through his heroing career, he's never stopped trying to stick up for the little guy, something that can't be said for a lot of the other more famous heroes. And a good example of this is if you've seen Age of Ultron, you could see that he was really trying to look out for Scarlet Witch because he knew that she was scared and that she needed some guidance in what she was doing with her life because she was a fucking mess. So yeah, like, he does whatever he can to be a good guy, and I think that says something about his character because, like, it's power can corrupt. Coding over here Batman versus Superman shit. But yeah guys, that's it for the end of my top 10 facts about Black Widow and Hawkeye. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe because a new subscriber is a new friend, and I really enjoy making new friends because you guys are awesome. But yeah guys, make sure to check out my top 10 facts about the Winter Soldier and Black Panther, and also make sure to check out my spoiler-free review of Captain America Civil War. It's pretty lit, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And that's it for my video. I love you guys, and I will see you Wednesday for another top 10 fact video. I think it's going to be Ant-Man and Spider-Man, or it might be The Vision and Scarlet Witch. Well, who knows? So let me know in the comments below which one I should do next. So I'll see you guys later. Love you guys, and peace. I wanna shoot, baby. Shit, sit down, you fucking miss a sound. What did I do?